I got lost in New York when I was a sophomore in high school. I came back from the summer program and I thought, wow, I knew how the city works and navigating was easy, piece of cake and all that. And as soon as I left Port Authority Station, I didn't know where I was at. I tried to find Grand Central's train station, and pretty much everything seemed like a maze. And being a young individual, I decided to say, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to keep navigating. I'm not going to stay where I am. I'm not going to call anybody. I'm just going to figure this out because, you know, I'm ambitious. I'm able to, like, if I can figure it out, then I can solve anything, right? I move around and I get more lost. I put myself into a deeper frying pan. And you know what, I just say, let me just use my resources. And one thing I noticed about being in New York is that New Yorkers tend not to, everybody's in like a bit of a bubble. So if you kind of like ask a question like, oh, how do you get from here to here? People are like, oh, shouldn't you already know? Like, back up, all that. And eventually somebody finally said, this is how you get back to Port Authority Station, the place that I originally was at before I said, you know, let me see what I could do as a navigator. And what happened was I went back and I said, I still don't know where I'm at, and I don't think I had a lot of change on me. And with what I had, I ended up going to a payphone. And the payphone I called, you know, my resources, like I think older sister, something like that. And pretty much everything worked out from there, but I pretty much learned that if you're lost, stay where you're at. Just don't, like, really just don't, like, if you don't know anything, if you can't sense wind patterns and all that, like, if you're not a navigator, don't, just stay where you're at. And I pretty much learned that everything takes time. If you're gonna learn how to navigate, you need to be able to just use common sense, you know.